I'm getting straight to the point. I have something to say today that's gonna make a lot of people unhappy. So no, I will not be listening to Iceman. Drake is going after UMG because of the lyrics to Not Like Us. Stop playing. This is not about Not Like Us. It's about control. And we, the fans, are letting him play all in our face right now. Because he should not get to profit off the culture that he's actively trying to silence. Hip-hop gave Drake everything. And now he's trying to take something back that never was his to begin with. Face it, y'all, Drake never was cool. He never was culture. He was the lamest guy on the block who got a lucky break and who UMG and Lil Wayne found favor in. He used that same favor to climb to fame. He also manipulated this favor against the culture. And we, the culture, sat back for 10 plus years and let him make it. But it's time to call foul. And in no certain order, here are the reasons I will not be listening to Iceman.
All I got is my mic and my mind.
Y'all, come on in the house. We need to talk. I just finished watching Culture United, and right now I am ticked. After 2 days of nothing but ice crawling up and down my ex timeline, I'm ticked, and I don't care who knows it. And just so you know, before I go any further, I stand with Glasses Malone. And making legal moves that questions whether this record should exist is challenging the very core and the DNA of hip-hop. And this is the moment that hip-hop should stand united. It's time to put belt to ASS so that we can get rid of this premise that one man can control a whole culture, so that the stabilized order that has already been created remains. So let's talk. So this dude who knows he's outside of the culture is currently suing UMG Music Group over the lyrics of Not Like Us. Lyrics that were spewed during a rap battle. He is also aware that any precedent in court in his favor would affect freedom of speech for the whole culture and maybe even a whole population of people in America. He's had access, protection, promotion, and musical dominance. Because Drake isn't a victim of the system, he's a product of this system. He's been the biggest benefactor of this very system. For over a decade, Drake has had every benefit that this system had to give. And he's moved within this UMG machine at its highest level, and he's been winning. So now suddenly this system, this very system that he's benefited from, is broken. It's not just legal, people. It challenges hip-hop's whole freedom of expression. If not for anything else, the culture should be unified on this very stance. Don't forget to hit the like button. Now let's get back to Dragon Drake. Hip-hop has always been raw, unfiltered, and confrontational. And Drake has thrived and benefited under this same umbrella that he's challenging. He has casually enjoyed cultural flexibility without accountability. And let me tell you, neighbors, this is not the way to keep it hip-hop. Now, you know Dr. P is your ageless hip-hop fan, around the way girl, and R&B, rap, and hip-hop sophisticate. And I'm never gonna lead you astray. Today is the day everyone should decide that we don't listen to his music until he drops this lawsuit against hip-hop. Why do I say it's against hip-hop? Because his supporters would gladly say, oh, Drake is not suing hip-hop, but Drake is suing the very core values of hip-hop that will change the landscape of hip-hop forever and may even challenge past rap beefs and songs that have nothing to do with him. He would rather tear the house down and let it burn than to accept the humiliation of losing a rap battle that he obviously thought he could control. You ask me, Dr. P, what is Drake's angle on this? And neighbors, there's a bigger threat here. I've said it 1,000 times on this channel. Hip-hop is not just music. It's our black testimony in this United States of America. And Drake from a whole different country would never ever understand it because he never experienced it. And he alone should not be able to silence Black American voices because he is uncomfortable with the outcome of a rap beef. Because people, hip hop is Black American culture on wax. Period. And Drake's larger fan base knows nothing about this. Most of them are outside of Black American culture, and they certainly don't understand the cultural weight that this lawsuit may impose on the whole genre of hip hop, the one that they enjoy the privilege of listening to and consuming. Because if labels start policing diss words, it doesn't just threaten Kendrick, it threatens all rap artists and other genres like heavy metal, punk rock, and heck, even country music. And don't think for a minute that Drake is innocent in this. He thinks somebody called him a PDF file. The real reason he's upset is because he was humiliated and lost a rap battle because he thought he was better than Kendrick Lamar, and he thought he could Lil Bro Kendrick Lamar like he had been doing all Atlanta rappers and other rappers in the industry when he didn't get his way. This is one time that UMG saw the bigger picture in Kendrick Lamar, saw his artistry and his fame, and allowed it to move forward. People have been whispering around the industry for several years of Drake's arrogance. They allege that he's been sleeping with other people's wives, DMing other people's women, talking crazy to grown men, other artists and producers, silencing other artists like Pusha T. And there were artists that felt compelled to play along just to get budgets for their own music. Most of them, under their breath, didn't even agree and never said anything. They sat silent. Well, today silence is broken, at least over here at Dr. PNP, and I don't care if 2 people see this video, that's 2 people that I have touched. And while 20-year-olds are always trying to get rid of the adults in the room, we are the very reason that you enjoy these privileges, because we don't mind and we have the courage to stand up when other people don't. And the only way for hip-hop to continue to stand is to stand for something. Now look, you may or may not agree with me, and I'm not debating whether or not Drake's music has been good or bad. At this point, the message is bigger than the music. I don't care what it sounds like. I think Drake is broken. For that, he needs therapy, but he doesn't need the culture to make him feel better when he's sitting in wrong. The only difference this time is he lost the battle. I feel so strongly about this point, I don't even want to hear another noun or verb from Drake. I don't want to hear a Drake. I don't want to go near a lake. I don't want to take a break right now. I don't even want to eat a steak. I don't want to hear Drake's song. I don't want nothing near Drake. I don't want anything that sounds or rhymes with Drake. Until Drake drops this lawsuit, everybody within listening distance of my voice should all agree that we don't listen to any new music from Drake until he drops this lawsuit against hip hop. Now, none of these things I've said about Drake today has anything to do with hate. Let me tell you about this conversation today. It's not about hate, it's about freedom of speech in hip hop. So what do y'all think? I know there are some people who say, let it go. Let's just listen to the music. Black people in this United States should know that if we don't protect something, it's gonna be a long road to hoe. That if you give people an inch, they will take a mile. And what Drake has done is taken the longest mile ever. Longer even than Eminem's 8 Mile. So no, I will not be listening to Iceman. And if hip hop and hip hop stewards forget that, then we were never protecting it in the first place. So what do y'all think? Do y'all think I'm right or wrong? Drop me a comment and let me know. Do we need to be listening to Iceman, or do we need to stream Not Like Us on heavy rotation on the night that Iceman drops? If y'all with me, here we go. Happy streaming. Don't forget to hit the like button.